Lame Truth here, the Codfather himself, bringing you another video. Everybody in the comment section, real quick before I get into the gameplay, just drop a clap hands emoji, pop a champagne bottle. You've earned it. We have outlasted the devil, essentially, and I'll get into that in just a second. First, though, let's talk about what your eyes are seeing. I'm using the Onryo here in this gameplay, this Dead by Daylight gameplay, because I hear in the next couple weeks to months she's getting a rework, most likely a nerf, because in my opinion, she is the most broken killer in the game, and it's not even close, really. I don't think personally, just from what I've seen, I think she really is just S+ tier, but that's just my individual tier list. I started playing her a few days ago because she's getting a nerf. I'm just going to abuse her insane base kit until then. I realize in these Dead by Daylight games, if you don't know what I'm doing, it could be a little confusing. So I'm going to quickly explain like what's going on. With this killer especially, she's a little more complex. Basically, once these TVs turn on, there's 7 of them, there they are, I can teleport to them, and if the survivors are not holding a tape, then they will slowly get condemned over time. So they have to manage tapes, like holding it or delivering it to another TV. And if they don't do that, they will eventually become condemned, and I can just kill them outright. Yes, it's as broken as it sounds because they also have to do generators, heal, all that other stuff, cleanse totems, you know, if I'm running hex totems and whatnot. It's a lot they have to work with, and most of the time you can just steamroll, and you're going to see that in this video here. It's a sight to behold, it really is, especially since I'm pretty new to her in general. But anyway, guys, that's enough about the gameplay. I want to talk about something more pressing. Bobby Kotick. Ding dong, the witch is dead, or in this case, the ginger gnome has been unearthed out of the lawn of Activision Blizzard and is retiring. Tomorrow marks his last day with the company, and if we go by EST, Eastern Standard Time, in about 4 hours as of my recording of this commentary, he will be gone. And I thought it'd be nice to make a video just covering all of the awful stuff he has done, especially these last few years. It becomes very apparent now. I think he was planning on this and was planning to check out and just wanted to monetize the hell out of every IP that Activision Blizzard has. From World of Warcraft to Diablo 4 to Overwatch 2, which may actually be the worst offender there. To Call of Duty, of course, the big cash cow. Not only has he monetized these games to death, literally some of these games to death. I mean, we can go back to Guitar Hero, which they just oversaturated the market with that kind of rhythm game fad and killed off the franchise entirely, and now we don't have Guitar Hero at all. So, yeah. I mean, man, it's been a thing for a while, though. It's not just recently. Like, this man started his bullshit back, I want to say, in 2010 with Modern Warfare 2. As if yearly releases for Call of Duty wasn't bad enough. Like, Modern Warfare 2, the OG, was just wrapped in controversy. Half of Infinity Ward quit because Activision essentially lied to them and breached their contract, and then it was a big mess. You guys can look that up if you're interested. It was 13 years ago at this point. But some of the Infinity Ward devs like split off and formed Respawn Entertainment, which now is the head of Apex Legends and stuff. So it all worked out in the end, and I think it was a good thing in the end. But man, like, this isn't a new thing. This whole like scummy practice bit is not a new thing. After Modern Warfare 2, one of the big problems with the game was just loot boxes and pay-to-win stuff, and basically enticing kids to gamble. So let's cover this little snippet straight from his Wikipedia page, and then we'll get into some more stuff here. Let's go to the bottom paragraph. Kotick has stated during the 2009 Douche Bank Securities Technology Conference that the goal that I had in bringing a lot of the packaged goods folks into Activision about 10 years ago was to take all the fun out of making video games. Kotick continued to say that they have been able to instill the culture, the skepticism and pessimism and fear that you should have in an economy like we are in today. And so, while generally people talk about the recession, we are pretty good at keeping people focused on the deep depression. Following the backlash on the statement, Kotick has commented that sometimes that commitment to excellence, well, you can come across as being like a dick. And when I say things like taking the fun out of video games, it was a line that has been often quoted lately, but it was a line I used for investors. And, if you go up there, there's some more stuff he said, like, He has focused on developing IPs which can be, in his words, exploited over a long period. I mean, he's basically just laying it right out in front of us, that he's a piece of shit. I mean, I get being a businessman. I get wanting to be successful, but it shouldn't come at the cost of your player base. It shouldn't come at the cost of your player base in like a global recession when money's tight and stuff like that. But you know what? This is why he's a billionaire and we are not, I guess. You gotta be a scumbag. But at what cost? Again, at what cost, man? So many of the titles have just been, I don't know, they just fallen to the wayside. I mean, I took this screenshot just 20 minutes ago. You can see Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 down there, just released literally a month and a half ago. It's down there below Path of Exile. It's below Lethal Company. It's only got 21.1k viewers, and that's with drops enabled, so you're encouraged to actually watch. The same goes for Overwatch 2 there. Overwatch 2 came out, a year ago? I can't think of a bigger blunder than Overwatch 2. Man, what a disaster. What a failure of a game that is and was. But even more so than that, bigger failures than both of these titles, Diablo 4, my god, look at this article here. Twitch streamer Asmongold and many others quit Diablo 4 shortly after Season 1 launched in July. Their decision seems to have been justified by the fact that Blizzard appears to have lost its touch in creating engaging games. Diablo 4 serves as yet another example of this trend. Recently, Wudijo, a well-known Twitch streamer who primarily focuses on Diablo 4, has been exploring other games on his stream. He even played Diablo 3 instead. Declining interest in viewership. Blizzard has refrained from sharing any official player-based numbers for Diablo 4. They seem to love doing that, Activision and Blizzard. However, by examining platforms such as Twitch, YouTube, and Reddit, it becomes evident that interest in the game has significantly declined. YouTube views have plummeted, and content creators are no longer posting Diablo 4-related content as frequently. A recent Diablo 4 event in South Korea saw extremely low attendance, with nearly empty stands and barely 300 viewers at its peak. Twitch viewership during peak EU NA hours on September 25th was measured at a mere 778 views. This figure is disheartening to say the least. I mean, this one is a colossal failure, more so than just Modern Warfare 3 and Overwatch 2, with drops enabled, not pulling bigger numbers than what they're pulling. But aside from that, I mean, Hearthstone has also fallen to the wayside. That was a game I played a lot back in the day, and I have no interest in it. Popular streamers that I once saw pulling 30,000 views per stream on the daily are down to like 3,000 viewers per stream, each Hearthstone stream. It's just, I don't know, man. It's just been cashed out. It's been bled dry. The cow is literally emitting powder from its udders at this point. Let's take a look at Overwatch 2, though. I mean, the backlash for everything is just as severe. Here's the Steam page for Overwatch 2. Mostly negative recent reviews, overwhelmingly negative all reviews. And it gets worse than that, though. This actual review, which is the first one that you see when you click on Overwatch 2, should be telling. It should tell you all you need to know. I'm putting this game on my Steam account so you don't have to. This game is a massive middle finger to everyone who supported Overwatch 1 and Blizzard over the years. I was a huge fan of Overwatch 1, spent hundreds of hours in-game, dozens of dollars on loot boxes, bought merchandise, met voice actors, and supported the game through both good and bad decisions. Overwatch 2 is a pale, zombified husk of what made Overwatch 1 good. Monetization went from bad to outright predatory, game balance decisions are baffling, and nobody in charge listens to the players. New content is now locked behind multiple paywalls. The core gameplay is still there, I guess, but who cares anymore? This is what Blizzard is now. Buy the skins, buy the underwhelming DLC, buy our low-effort junk and like it, even though you already paid the price of a full game. What a waste of an amazing universe. Greed ruins everything. It gets worse, though. Let's take it back to Call of Duty here. Charlie Intel just posted this. Anyone else notice how Activision seems to be slowly increasing the price of bundles to see how high they can go in Call of Duty? We started off with 1,800 COD points for majority of bundles, then 2,400 COD points, and now there's 2,800 COD point bundles in the shop. When it's all said and done, after taxes, that is $30. You know what I could do with $30? You know what I just did with $30? I bought the Battlefield collection on Steam for $20, and then I had $10 left over to go get a spicy chicken combo at Wendy's. I'm not sponsored by Wendy's. I just enjoy a nice spicy chicken sandwich. But god damn it, what? I bought 4 full games for the price, for less than the price of one skin to look like a virgin in this one game that's going to be irrelevant in 7 months, if it's not already irrelevant. What? I get that it carries over to Warzone, but what if you don't play Warzone? You know, what if they come out with Warzone 4 or whatever the hell it is, and they change clients again and they update the engine? Who knows what they're going to do? Who knows what they're going to do? The point is, though, is that we started out with like skins and stuff that cost $2 on Black Ops 2, and everybody loved it. I think if you keep prices for skins and cosmetics and stuff like that low, then it's fine, you know? But like, I'm not spending $30 on this trash. I bought literally Battlefield 2042, Battlefield 5, Battlefield 4, and Battlefield 1 for $20. Like, dude, all I really wanted, truthfully, was Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 2042. But the fact that I get like extra stuff as well, I'll take it, sure. I don't know, man. It's so disgusting that not only does this stuff get raised in price, but that these morons are still out here buying it. I'm sorry, if I'm calling you a moron and you're hurt by what I'm saying, well, guess what? The truth hurts, you know? Like, you're an idiot, my friend. It's true. It's damn true, to quote Kurt Angle. Like, I've been comparing the game a lot to Dead by Daylight here, which Dead by Daylight is by no means perfect whatsoever. A lot of people that have played this game for a while have plenty of complaints, and I have complaints too. I get it. I think Owner here is broken. She needs a nerf. She's getting a nerf. It could come sooner for sure. But my main issue is that I've been comparing this game. I've been playing it a lot. I've been comparing this game to Call of Duty's practices, and it's night and day. It's night and day. You can earn in-game currency just from playing the game. You could buy stuff, outfits, characters, etc., just from playing the game. It might take a long time, but you earn stuff for putting your time into the game. You have that sense of progression there always. Chucky just came out. Chucky, giving survivors and killers a brand new gaming experience, a brand new way to play, you know, new things to counter, new things to discover, new perks to play with. Costs $5. Like, you don't even have to buy Chucky to play against him on the survivor side, and you'll get like a new gameplay experience. Does that make sense? You pay $5. $5 fucking dollars, and you get Chucky. You get a brand new killer, which changes how you play killer. Like, people out here are paying $30 for what is essentially a pretty graphic that has no intrinsic value whatsoever. It is mind-boggling how fucking stupid, how just moronic this community, this Call of Duty community is. Even after I've shown videos saying that this game's essentially a slot machine, like its matchmaking's a slot machine. This isn't skill-based matchmaking. This is EOMM, engagement optimized matchmaking. You are essentially not even in control of whether you win or lose in a match. When I put it like that, people still play it. That's why I say, man, on those videos especially, you got to support them, because people need to know, if nothing else. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. I'm trying to lead the Call of Duty community towards water, but these people just want to die of dehydration, I guess. I don't know. I'd like to think that horses are smarter than a lot of people that play Call of Duty in 2023. Again, sorry if that hurts your feelings. I'm not here to make friends, man. I'm here to tell the truth. Anyway, guys, I get a lucky teleport on this Hattie Cower, and I'm going to get a 4-man Mori, which somehow I have not done yet, and I've got like 1,200 hours in the game so far, so there's that. But yeah, there it is. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Rate, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I will catch you on the next one. Everyone have a good one. Peace.
Some parting advice?